Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Tarot Monthly Horoscope for November 2019. And this is for you coming from Aries. First, let me give you my email address, which is andyhoro9, ANDIHORO 9, the number 9 at gmail.com. Now I'm shuffling my Kabbalistic tarot cards, and the first card that I'm going to pull will be to do with your first 15 days of November. And I'm going to talk to you about your job. Well, this is a pretty good card, and it says that you can expect very good news in the first 15 days where job is concerned. You can make changes for a new job, and very unexpectedly, you can have good possibilities in doing well with your superiors and getting along very well with your job. So, first 15 days, plenty of good luck with the job. Now, what about business and finances? Let's see what the card says. Well, it's the card of shelter. It's a card of shelter, which means that there's nothing much to worry about in business. But it's also a card where Uranus is shown, and therefore I worry that you may have unexpected problems. And these unexpected problems may be to do with some kind of impulsive move that you may make in business. So try to consolidate, which means hold on to what you have got rather than to be impulsively going for new things or new areas of business that you're not very familiar with. That's my only worry. But basically, the growth is good and the stability is good. Now, about romance, and let's talk about your romance. And from this card, what if you find a new romance in the first 15 days of November? What happens? It's going to be a very good romance, a person who is doing very well in business or job and is financially quite sound, but can be very impulsive in behavior. So you have to take time to understand this new romance partner before giving in completely. Use the first 15 days to test the waters and see what the impulsive nature of this person. I do suspect that this person may be into financial speculation like gambling. So look into that. Now, what about your ongoing romance if you have one? Let's see what the card says. The ongoing romance is much, much better. And the card says that the bonding can be pretty good. Togetherness is very nice. Support for each other is very possible. So try your best to bring harmony, and you will see that the ongoing romance you have is going to be bonding beautifully for you. Now, what about marriage and family? Let's see what the card says for that. Well, it's a card that's called the Tower. That simply means that your communication level is very distant. So why don't you take the trouble, since it's you listening to me, to be closer to your marriage partner and to perhaps go out and enjoy yourself and do extremely be kind to her as well or kind to him as well. And you will see that the first 15 days will do pretty good for you. The only thing I worry from this card is that unexpected differences can arise. So since it's you listening to me, don't bring up any unexpected bad news in the first 15 days and everything should be fine. Now about the last 15 days of November for you, and let's see what happens. And firstly, I will tackle your job area. And this is a very good card. It says that you're very secure in your job, you're able to expand, you're able to move around freely, and so you're going to be promoted or something good is happening where your status improves in the last 15 days of November, where job is concerned. Now, what about business? And let's see what the card says. Well, it's a card that says you can look beyond your horizons. You can go into other countries if you want, or deal with other countries, or get help from other countries. So there's a lot of possibility of expansion where your business is concerned and across the seas as well. Now, what about romance? And what if you find a new romance in the last 15 days of November? It will be somebody that you don't know, but it'll be somebody who is doing very well in job or business. And so I would say that go along with whatever is proposed to you in the form of a new romance in the last 15 days of November. It's going to be a good one. And what about your existing romance if you have one? What's going to happen there? Let's see. Well, it's a card of partnership. So it says that the partnership formed will be very good, and everything is very secure and very happy as well. So it's a very good card that I pulled for you where your existing romance is concerned. And now one more card about your marriage and family, especially marriage. Let's see what the card says. It's a very good card. It says, from the earlier rainy days, you are now finding a lot of peace and mind. So I would say that in the last 15 days of November, your marriage can be spectacularly lucky. So take the trouble to be out together, be together. That's the bonding of the marriage. And apply to each other for support as well. And you'll find that your marriage does very, very well. Now I will talk to you about your lucky ages for the whole month of November. What might they be? Let's see. Well, it's the card of Mars. So I'll have to say that your lucky ages are going to be the ages of 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, or even 81. If you are of these ages, whatever you do in job or business, whether you go to the casino, whatever you do in love areas and in marriage areas, you're going to be extremely lucky. And what if you're not of these ages? Then you'll have to see me for a 90-minute session, which will cost you USD $50 to know your next 7, 8, or 9 years. But we'll talk about that later. Now let me pull a card calling your lucky dates. And your lucky dates are going to be the 3rd, the 12th, the 21st, and the 30th of November. So bookmark these dates. And for any area in your life, use these dates for the bonding or being lucky in job or business or going for financial speculation. Now about the color that would be very lucky for you. All right, this is the card of Scorpio. So I would say red. And so wear plenty of red in the whole month if you can of November, and you'll become extremely lucky in everything that you try to do. And what about direction? Why direction? Because 9 planets have surrounded Earth to look after Earth. So when we look north or south or east or west, left or right, we are going to be facing some planet or another. And which is your lucky direction going to be for November? And I would say from this, I'm going to choose south. Face south as much as you can, and you will get the pleasure and the possibility of being inspired in everything that you do. Well, that's what I have to tell you for the month of November. I have a 90-minute session, as I told you earlier. And in this 90 minutes, I'll use your date of birth and time of birth and look at your palms. And I'll give you a lot of information from the universe, your lucky days, your lucky gemstones, your lucky colors, your lucky. And I'll look at your palms as well, because palms are very special to you. Nobody else can have a palm like yours. And with all this information in all areas of your life, the job, the business, the finances, the romance, marriage, family, and your health, of course, I will definitely look after that for you. And I'm going to talk to you a bit about your health. And so regarding your health in the month of November, the only thing I worry about is, let me pull the card first to see what I'm going to say. So for your health, this is the card. Well, if you are a lady listening to me, be careful of gynecological problems. If you're a man listening to me, watch out for the prostate gland problems. And your digestion areas are going to be very, very sensitive. So be careful in the area of digestion. Look after yourself. Well, I look forward to an email from you. My email address is andyhoro9, ANDIHORO 9, the number 9 at gmail.com. Send me an email and we'll get this together for the 90-minute session. Until then, thank you and goodbye.